Students, already we have seen in the introduction on how the computers are working and what is computer exactly. Okay, so this will be our first lesson, categories of computers and computer languages. So in this lesson we will see about the various categories of computers and what are the various categories we have, like sizes, shapes, types, purpose and generations even. Okay. As I told you already, computers makes a process of IPO cycle, that is input, process and output cycle. So all the computers, they are doing this work as their main process. So as we are the user will give the input and the computer, the CPU will do the processing work, and finally we will get the output as our result. So this is the main function what the computers are doing. So this is called as IPO cycle, that is input process output cycle. Okay, in the process we'll be having our storage, whatever we are giving and whatever the computer is doing and whatever outputs we are getting, the computer will store in their storage process. Okay, first of all, as we have already seen, a computer is an electronic machine and it accepts the input and process the instruction and it will show the output as a result. Okay, so on the previous years, before many years, how the computers were, what are the types of computers we were having. Okay, so the computers are classified into various different categories. Okay, now we are going to see about classification of computers. What are the different classifications we have? Here you can see a flowchart diagram. Here they have given what are the classifications of computer. In our lessons we have 4 classifications. The first one is on the basis of generation. What are the basis of generations we have? Here in this lesson we have 5 generations that we will see it later. And the next one is on the basis of data processed. So that is called on the basis of types. Okay, what are the types of computers we have? Then the third one is on the basis of size and capacity. So we have many sizes of computers we have already known. So that sizes of computers we are going to see in this lesson too. Okay, and the last one is on the basis of purpose. For what purpose we are using that particular type of or that particular size of computer. So these are the 4 main categories we are going to follow in this lesson. The first one is on the basis of generation, on the basis of type, basis of purpose and on the basis of size. Okay, so this is the overall chart that we have in the categories of computers and computers language. Next one is, now here we have what heading it is given in the book itself. On the basics of classification of computers, the computers are categorized into basics of types, basics of sizes and basics of purposes, finally the basis of generation. Here in this flow chart the generation part is missing. Okay, the next heading is on the basis of size. The first one we are going to see about on the basis of size heading. What is the first basis of size we have is mainframe computers. Okay, here in this picture, the picture shows the image of mainframe computers. Okay, these mainframe computers will be like this only. Okay, what is the use of this mainframe computer? This will be looking very large. By the size it is large, it will be very powerful and expensive type of computer also. So mainframe computer, it is very large in size and it will be very powerful, because it is large, it will be very expensive also, and it is a multi-user system. Many users can use the system at the same time. So that is a speciality about this mainframe computer. And this mainframe computers are used for processing, processing a very large amount of data. For this main purpose only this type of computers are used. Mainframe computers are used mainly for processing a very large amount of data, especially. Okay, miss. Because of this very large amount of data it can process, this type of powerful mainframe computers are specially called as supercomputers. Okay, in our book we have a picture of supercomputers also. Here you can see the small explanation about mainframe computers. A mainframe computers informally called a mainframe or a big iron, and it is a computer which is used for the large organization for critical situation or for critical large amount of data, and for a bulk data processing. This type of computers are mainly used even nowadays. Okay, in this type of mainframe computers we have an examples of IBM. So the first picture you can see, no, this is called IBEMS. Okay, 390, this is a type of supercomputers. And the next picture you can see, no, a very dynamic one. So they are called as Control Data Cyber 176. Okay, and Amanda 580 is also an example of mainframe or the supercomputers. So mainframe computer is also known as supercomputers. It will be very powerful, very expensive, and very large in size. Now next comes the next heading. So this picture is already in your book also. This is a supercomputer which are used in a very big industries or in a large institutions, etc. Now the next heading will be mini computers. Okay, and this types of mini computers was introduced in the year 1960s. Okay, the creation of integrated circuits suitable for computers. This enables the designer to shrink the size of the computer. Okay, and this type of mini computers are referred to as mid-range computers. So this type of computers, these mini computers are also called as mid-range computers. Okay, and this was started in the year 1960s. And for the example of mini computers will be IBM mid-range computers, Prime computers, and IBM Systems 360, as I already showed you in this 360. No, this is also an example for mini computers. Okay. A mini computer is a type of computer that possesses most of the features and capabilities of a large computers, but this will be very smaller in size as compared to this, the first one called supercomputers or mainframe computers. This will be very smaller in size comparing to this mainframe computers. Okay.